Hello everyone, it is me, Mary, and I am here today with an amazing deal for you. Yes, that requires a hand slap because this is an amazing deal, guys, and I am so excited to be able to take advantage of this deal and bring this deal to you. And there is a better point, and I'll share it with you in just a moment. But this right here is something that is super hot. I've had a lot of people ask me about Black Friday. Believe you me, I'm already working on them deals, guys, so it's going to be wonderful. Now, I don't have the ads yet, but I'm doing a lot of work and research to try to bring wonderful ads to you guys, or information to you. But I do have one savings tip for you. And this deal right here, you're probably not going to be able to find it much better. It is an amazing deal. The quality is exquisite, and I just love these products. So when it comes to makeup, and I absolutely love makeup, when it comes to makeup, we can have some perfect products. And I mean, there are some hot products even at Dollar Tree. So I mean, we can have a very wide range of products, especially considering price. So something that is very, very expensive is not always guaranteed to be better than something that we can get at a extremely moderate or free price with couponing. However, there are some products that are very, very hard to get for free. There's a good thing about this particular product because you can actually pay with plenty points. So if you utilize some of those rake in the points deals and you have some overages, like me, this can be free for you too, guys. What? Okay. So anyways, what are we looking at today? This is something that is going to end up selling out very, very quick. I can promise you this from experience, okay? So I probably would not wait on this one until Black Friday because it's probably not going to be any real significant change. This is a very reduced rate, and it is awesome. So we are now going to go over how you can get $382 of Lancôme. Yes, honey, I said that right. Products for only $77.50. Hot, hot, hot. Just to let you know, you cannot use a coupon at this store at the cosmetics counter. You just can't. But you can, like I said, pay with your plenty points, and that way it can end up being free or at least a reduced rate. You only earn like 8 cents with this, so it's not like a big earner, but it is great that you can pay with your plenty points. So for this deal to be available, you have to buy a Lancôme product. So you can absolutely get something that's very inexpensive. So one of the most inexpensive products that they have, and something that I actually love, is going to be the Lancôme Juicy Tubes. And this one right here is in Magic Spell. Now, if you like Lancôme Juicy Tubes, one thing you may not know is they're phasing out this product. Now, this has a 24-month shelf life, so it's something that you can get and hold on to for a while. These things right here, I don't know if you've used them before, but if you notice, I have a very glossy appeal to my lipstick, so it's great on top of lipstick, it's great under lipstick, and it's just beautiful to wear without lipstick. The only tip that I can give you if you've never used the Lancôme Juicy Tube is going to be, see that glitter there, is going to be that if you apply too much, because you don't have to use a lot at all. This right here will last you a very long time because you don't have to use a lot. A very, very minimal amount goes a very long way. So once again, this is Magic Spell. If you do use too much, your lips will, like, you know, have that wonderful where they kind of separate, going together. Absolutely amazing color here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. The sheen, the brilliant glow is just hot. See that sparkle? That is absolutely beautiful. This is a breathtaking color whenever you use this, and you know, it doesn't have a bad taste to it, so if you have one of them nights, it's not gonna be nasty, but it is definitely a nice color. Just don't put too much on it, and that's a great thing that you don't have to use too much, because it's just a wonderful price point for $18. And also the last and how long you'll be able to use this product will definitely be to your satisfaction. I can pretty much guarantee you that. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean here. I have a lot of items to swatch today, so I want to make sure that you can see everything. And really, ooh, this takes a long time. Look at that just brilliant shimmer that's still there. I don't even know if you can still see it. Probably not. But anyways, it is just an amazing shimmer that we have there, and the glitter is just beautiful on my hand. Like, wow, I'm fitting to put this up on my face and be a highlight or what? Ooh, yeah, it smells good too. Okay, so, yep, there goes some alcohol. Okay, so this is the big deal that I am talking about. This right here is the Parisian, I guess, holiday case, Paris and Rose. It's Lancôme Paris. Absolutely like, really? Bam. Where's Mary? Behind the goodies. Okay, so this right here is just ridiculous. You see this, guys? Oh my glob. This is hot. This thing right here is $342, and if you get an item, you get this for $59.50. And let me just show you everything that's up in this box, like, because this is just past the limit of absolute beauty. So we have, let's see here, 12, 13, 14 or so different items that are included in this box. It is at $59.50. You must purchase something. That's tacky. You must purchase something to go with that. And like I said, that's probably one of the most inexpensive items. Very beautiful. They even have a holiday gift set of the Juicy Tubes for $35, which includes a bunch of different colors. However, I like my Magic Spell, and I think Magic Spell really can go well with a lot of different open it up, can go well with a lot of different pigmentation and skin colors. So I'm actually going to have to push pause as my daughter's having a hard time opening this, so just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry about that. So the first thing that you notice is there's a very nice, and it's actually pretty well made. So it has a lot of different information in here. It goes over the actual product type. It goes over how to do the different makeup types, so you can absolutely see how to recreate some of the looks that are in here. Wow, you did a really good job. Take some pictures here. I was painting my son up like a skull. We're all kind of working on Halloween right now, but very good deals there. So let's look at some of the actual items. One of the first items is amazing, guys. So here's the actual packaging. So it's just a very normal Lancôme package, and we have two different product types here, and it comes with a very nice mirror. Okay, so what we're seeing here is a oil-free, so this is a very nice thing to have, and it is a powder blush. Beautiful color here, and we also have a cream highlighter. So I really love the both of these. So let me just go in here. I don't want to mess it up. I don't know if you can see that beautiful color there. It's very, very subtle, and I really, really enjoy this color. So it's a very subtle color. I don't know that this would actually be the best color to use on very dark pigmented skin. However, you know, to each his own. I think it is absolutely a beautiful color, and it just adds a pop of color too. So I think with any type of pigmentation, you could make it work. It does really appear to be something that would probably look the best on fair colored skin though. Just being honest. Ooh, this cream highlighter is beautiful, and I think this cream highlighter could really go around to any type of pigmentation, which is just very, very nice. And that has it's a very nice sheen. It is cream, and it just really produces a very glittery effect. You know, I wish that you could see this better, guys. It's just so, it doesn't have a whole lot of pigmentation. It's very, very subtle. This is not going to be a makeup that is just going to just pop out on your face like some of the very heavily pigmented colors from MAC. However, I'm promising you that these particular colors here are very, very beautiful. Beautiful sheen there. Nice pop. Very, very light blush, but it's a pretty color. And the nice thing about this is that it is oil-free, the actual powder blush. So that is a good thing, especially when you have individuals who do have some problems with, you want to go normal or more towards the oily or just oily skin. I think that this is a wonderful medium type of area to be able to utilize this makeup and not have to worry too much about it as far as going through the day and seeing how it changes on the face. Now this right here is a very nice size palette. This is a color design palette. from Lancôme, and this is one of the Sensational Effects palettes. So these are very, very pretty, and this is Chic Elegance, so I think this is going to be just amazing color. There are two different colors that you can get. There is one that is a plum, and then you have the Chic Elegance. Now I love this because I really love, and see the pigmentation there, this is very beautiful, the actual color here. Actually I'll have to show you the pigmentation, but just the actual glittery effect, the sparkle that's included in this is very, very beautiful. So you go from a very light color, there's definitely a taupe, and they do have a little bit of a sparkle to them. If that's not something that you're into, then this may not be the one. However, I promise you that this is not overpowering. It is a pretty, pretty color, and it is just, wow. Something that is going to be a absolute favorite of mine. If you see here, you see the shimmer? Very, very pretty there. So that is one of the actual colors within the palette. And let's just look at the very, very dark brown, because it is a beautiful color right there. And look at that pigmentation. That is just as dark as you're going to get with a brown. And just very lightly putting it on my hand, it is just an exquisite color there, especially if you're going to do something with a smoky eye, or even if you're wanting to create a crease, especially if you have hooded eyebrows. That is a beautiful color. Now, something that's very nice about these colors in particular is that no matter what skin tone or pigmentation you have, these bad boys are beautiful. And let me tell you something, with a darker pigmented skin, these colors will pop, lady. I tell you what, absolutely beautiful. So then let's just look at the black here, because this seems to be, wow, you want to talk about a black? Absolutely beautiful color, and you can definitely see some specks of gold in this right here. So I think that that's something as well that just really distinguishes Lancôme from some of the other colors or brands, excuse me. And I'm telling you from experience, when you're using the Lancôme shadows, and this is why these particular palettes, you know, are $50, $60 each, because there is a huge difference between some of these palettes and other palettes that are available. Not only do you have the beautiful pigmentation and the wonderful shine that comes with these particular colors, but you also have, you're making way too much noise. Sorry. You also have the fact that this is very long wearing. It is not a cream, it is an absolute powder, but when you're putting it on, it smooths out very effortlessly, so you don't have to use a lot of color, but very, very beautiful there. I absolutely love this palette. And how many colors did we see that we have? 10 colors. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful colors there. So it's something I'm very excited about being able to have in my actual makeup case. And I've got all sorts of these colors right here, are not going away very easily with makeup remover, guys. And that's a pretty good sign there. So yay, go Lancôme. Okay, so something else that I definitely want you to see is going to be this Booster XL. Now, if you've never used a booster / primer whenever you're putting on your makeup, your mascara, this makes an absolute difference here. So there's the actual brush, and as you see, it's white. Okay, it's not intended to be an actual color. Okay, guys, what you are going to see is you're going to see some more volume when you use this right here, and you're also going to see an increased durability of your mascara. So this right here is a beautiful and wonderful essential to have in your makeup collection. Okay, guys, so once again, this comes with this palette. Absolutely beautiful. It's a Lancôme product. Very wonderful packaging too. This is a very exquisite package here. And there you go. It's just the Super Enhancing Mascara Base is what that is called. Okay. So the next item that we're really going to be very excited about, or at least I am, is going to be a wonderful mascara. Okay, guys. These right here are very expensive. You're pretty much covering the box, a little bit more, but almost covering the box just by getting this right here. And this right here is a ultra defining mascara. It is high definition, which is very, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful play of color as well. This is just in black, I believe. Absolutely, it's just in black. And it's a very wonderful color with a beautiful brush as well. See how it gets a little bit thicker on the end? This right here is an awesome brush, and I'm telling you, if you want to boost your mascara game up another level, use the booster right there and use this right here. No pun intended with the booster, but use this and that, and you will absolutely see a difference. Very, very nice. And as far as getting that mascara off, it's not a mascara that is going to be overly, it's highly pigmented, but the problem with some mascaras is they're so hard to take off. And if you have sensitive eyes, that can absolutely present a problem with your removal of your makeup at night. So very, very good fact there as well. So something else that I really, really like, and just so you know, all of these products are full size. So something else that I really like is this Youth Activating Concentrate. So this right here, hold on guys, my daughter's making noise, so hold on just one second. I'm sorry about that, guys. It is very hard to get the Lancôme products out of their packaging. They are expensive products, so when they're put into their packaging, they're very, very secure, which is another great thing. But anyways, this particular serum right here is an Advanced Youth Activating Serum. And since it is so small, the thing is that it's highly concentrated. So this right here, you can see the little dauber. It just takes a little bitty amount, guys, like seriously. So this product right here, if you've never used Lancôme skincare products, these are absolutely just wonderful essentials to have into your wrinkle game, guys, because we all know some of us got them like I do. So we absolutely need to have things like this to be able to combat the signs of aging before they really start to take effect. If you love wearing your wrinkles with pride, wear them wrinkles with pride. But if you're like me and you don't, these are wonderful things to have in our arsenal. So this right here actually works with all sorts of skin types. So you don't have to worry about if you have oily skin or if you have extremely dry skin. It's a very nice and gentle product. However, it's highly effective. So I think that this is a product that would be a great fit, especially considering the fact this is full size. These are all full size products. And here we go, just in case you want to purchase this on its own. Very, very beautiful, wonderful product, guys. And you know, sometimes the skincare products have a little bit of a smell, and this one really doesn't have any kind of off-putting smell. So if you're an individual like me that suffers with chronic migraines, you really don't have to worry about a very overly powered smelling item that's going to cause you problems in the, you know, as you're using it with triggering some migraines. Okay, so something else that is very, very good is going to be the makeup remover. And this makeup remover here is very nice. You can see that there is an absolute separation of the formula. So this right here, it really, really works in a very sensitive way. However, it is highly effective to get off your makeup. So just using the mascara that we have here, you just have to use a few swipes of this right here. Either if you want to put it on a little bitty sponge at night to get it off, if you're wanting to use a cotton ball, a makeup remover pad, there's all sorts of different ways that you can get this off, and it's not going to be something that is going to require a lot of use to be able to get this off. And the thing that's important with that is you're wanting these types of products to last. Okay, guys, so it is the double action eye makeup remover. Very, very nice product here as well. And it's a pretty large size. It's 4.2 fluid ounces. That's a very nice size that sells very easily for, you know, quite a pretty penny, so we don't have to worry about paying for that now, do we? Because it's included. You pay, but just a very minimal amount. Okay, so something that I love are the charcoal based eyeliners, and the reason that I love these is because, number one, the ease of putting them on is very, very nice. They're very easy to apply. However, in addition to that, what we also have here is a wonderful color. It really, really goes off very nicely. And here's the actual pencil. Now this is in black ebony, okay? So if I can open this bad boy, there we go. And here's the actual very dark color. So it's a traditional makeup pencil. Wow, look at that. Very, very beautiful. If you would like to smudge it out, you can absolutely do that as well. It carries its color very well. You can easily smudge if you would like to, or you can leave it as is, so it's very pretty. I typically, with these types of kohl eyeliners, I do not use them to smudge them out or use a smoky line effect. I really achieve that more so with my actual eyeshadow, okay guys? So very, very nice there. So the next thing that we're going to use here is going to be a matte lipstick. Very, very excited. The matte lipsticks are they're just in right now, and a lot of people love the matte effect. I really enjoy the matte effect, and just something that is now a very essential in my makeup case or my makeup life. So here we go. If you've never had one, this is the packaging here. So it's just a nice little sleek container, and as we open it, it's a little dented at the top, and this is a 361 Lucky Kiss. And here's the actual color. It shows a little sheen in the light, but if it's a true matte, it will not. Oh, very, very nice color. It is absolutely a matte color, guys. Very, very pretty color there. I would say with any type of pigmentation, you're definitely going to be able to utilize that color. It is very beautiful. Now, as far as the lasting effect of the Lancôme lipsticks, I always use the gloss, and the gloss has a pretty nice lifespan. Now, I don't know how long these last. It's been a very long time, and I just want to be honest with you in saying that. But the lipsticks, they last for a very long time. And so now we're going to be moving on to the Designer Bloom. This is a cream color, so it's going to be a little bit different. Very pretty. You can absolutely see some shimmer there. Oh, it feels very nice on the skin too. It's a pretty little pinkish coral type color. Very, very nice. Doesn't take a lot either to put that on to get it to actually show up. Very dramatic color. Even though it is such a light and pretty color, it still has a dramatic and nice pigmentation. Okay, so something else that I'm very excited about is another Juicy tube. Okay, so the Juicy tubes are what I showed you earlier. This right here in its own on itself is actually $18. This one is in the color Shimmer, which is very nice. I like the color Shimmer. It doesn't appear to have as pink of a coloration as it actually does. This is a pink color, guys. And it is extremely shimmery. It does have a long last. These colors right here last very, very long. Give me a cotton ball, please. They last for a very long time. However, they're very good colors there. I told y'all I purchased some lipstick from Too Faced, and the color is actually, I'm having to make sure that it doesn't get on my teeth while I'm sitting here talking to you, which is something I don't like, and you're probably not going to see that with any of these colors with Lancôme. Okay, so something else that I think is absolutely beautiful and is an essential here is going to be this wonderful cosmetics bag, and it is a Lancôme cosmetics bag. It's very, very pretty. It is black with a little bit of a shine to it, as you can see. It will definitely hold everything that we purchased now. And what's really neat is the accents on the actual tags here. Very pretty. And just to show you the inside, it doesn't have any compartments. It's just a very large bag. So this is something, even if you're going on a plane or wherever you're going, this is a nice thing to take with you. I absolutely love this as a small travel bag to take on the plane with me. And I have a price tag on my chest. That's not for sale. But anyway, so this is absolutely included. And just the size is really nice. See my big head? Yep. It works very good with my big old head. Okay, so another thing we're going to look at is going to be a blush brush. And that is actually that one. So the blush brush goes along wonderful as an accompaniment with the brush and highlighter set that we purchased. Well, that we got for free. So this right here, I don't know if you've ever used any Lancôme brushes before. This is absolutely synthetic. However, it has a wonderful feel to it. And here we go. Very nice. A lot of your Lancôme brushes are typically $40. So this is a very nice brush to have as your blush brush, and also you can get in there and do some of the contouring if you need to. I typically use more so of a slanted contour brush. However, if you don't have contour brushes, you can use this on both ways, so it's not going to be much of a problem. Now, something I really like is this dual-ended eye makeup. So you have an eye makeup brush here. And then you have for either the eyebrow, or you can do the creasing with this right here. So this is actually an eyeshadow and an eyebrow brush. You can use it for different purposes. So you can use it for eyeliner as well if you would like. You would use it for your eyebrows, or you could do a very dramatic crease, like I said, with hooded eyes. It's a great one. And this shadow brush is very, very nice. It does have it's a little bit firm. However, it is soft as well, so it's not going to cause any problems if you do have any type of sensitivity on your face. So very nice as well. And the last thing that we have here is going to be the train case. And these right here, if you've never had one of these, it's just a very small little bag, and you can pretty much put this in your purse. I love the color here. This really reminds me of some of the colors in the palette, and it actually almost looks like the shimmer color lip gloss that we've received as well. So in addition to that, see, it actually says Lancôme on the side, so very, very pretty little bag here. I am a sucker for anything pink. So it's a pretty nice size as well, as you can see from the outside. So very, very beautiful. So just to show you how this comes, this right here comes with all of the products, and my daughter didn't fill it back up, but anyways, it comes with all of the products, and when you actually get the bag, it's going to be in here firmly affixed, so you have to actually pull everything out, but it's going to be nice and secured in that box. And if you want to read about the products in a little bit more detail prior to buying them, and you want to make sure that you get the color you want, here's going to be the color. Mine is Chic Elegance. Now there is a plum. Plums are so beautiful with green eyes, guys. Plums work with a lot of different color eyes, but if you really get to see those with a green eye, and that's why I was kind of surprised that I didn't buy the plum, but I really like this when I wanted to venture a little bit more. When you get those beautiful darker pigmentations, the olive pigmentations of skin, the colors that I got pop, and they are beautiful, and they work for any pigmentation. But also when you have a lighter, like a green eye or a very fair skin, when you have those plums, those are very beautiful colors, which is very interesting because pigmentation of skin, whenever you have darker pigmented skin, plums are beautiful as far as lipstick. So it's so nice how they accompany well, and people can use whatever lipstick that makes you feel beautiful is what's going to be best for you. Now, I speak just from working on the deceased, and I worked with a very wide array of different pigmentations, and there are a lot of challenges when you're working with the deceased because a lot of the colors that you pull from the fluid that you're using can actually pull some different hues in the skin, so you can get some greens, grays, a little bit slight blue, depends on the skin. So those right there present a lot of challenges. So when I speak to you based upon colors of makeup with pigmentation, I am not a beauty person. I am just a person who's very, very skilled in working with the deceased and restorative art and providing families with a beautiful last final look to keep in their memories and their heart. So that's where I come from when I speak about that. But anyways, you can always read about every single product. It's going to give you a full breakdown here of everything. And I cannot be more happy with this particular purchase. Like I said, I hope that you definitely have plenty points that are extra that were moneymaker from the Rake in the Points. Because if you do, you can get it for free. Like your girl. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a long video. However, whenever we have something that costs this much money, I want to bring you all of the details. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. No voy a hacer ese video en español, ¿ok? Si tiene cualquier pregunta, puede dejarlos abajito y te lo voy a contestar, ¿ok? I hope you all had a good one. Bye, guys.